Yes, children, join the class fast. Only so far 6 students are there. Those who are not join the class, yes, children. Yes, who I am. So the first of all, lessons for online test, online test syllabus. Syllabus for the online test, children. First, who I am. Second, fair play. Third, a game of chance. Then points, the wonderful words, where do all the teachers go. Then vocation. Then lessons that of the other book. Effect supplementary reader. The monkey and the crocodile. The monkey and the crocodile. The wonder called sleep. The wonder called sleep. And effect with the sun. Yes, children. So, yes, syllabus. Yeah, note down the syllabus, children. This is the syllabus for the online test. First is who I am. First lesson is who I am. Yeah, note down it. Who I am. Second, fair play. And third, a game of chance. A game of chance. Write it there in your notebook, children. First is who I am. Second, fair play. And third, a game of chance. Okay. Photo will not be appropriate. You understood it or not? Then the next one. Points, the wonderful words, where do all the teachers go, and vocation, and supplementary reader, the monkey and the crocodile, the wonder called slave, effect with the sun. Okay, so you understood this or not? You, sir, but you write it what I am speaking. Ritesh, what I am speaking, you write that. Okay, what I am speaking, you write. Okay, I will post it on your WhatsApp group. Who I am. Then fair play. Then a game of chance. That poem, the wonderful words. Then, where do all the teachers go? Then, vocation. Then, supplementary reader, the monkey and the crocodile. I am writing children this and it will be sent to your WhatsApp group. Yeah, I am sending it. I am sending it there on your WhatsApp group. By the time you write from the board, okay. Then regarding grammar, modals, preposition, okay. Then writing section, writing. Writing section, it will be letter writing, letter, notice, message, paragraph, and a story. Okay, children. So 6th A I have sent on the group. The lessons: who I am, fair play, a game of chance, the wonderful words, where do all the teachers go, vocation, the monkey and the crocodile, the wonder called sleep, a pact with the sun, and verb forms in grammar. Fill in the type questions. And 6th B. Yeah, you tell me you have received or not? Yes, children. Yeah. You have received the syllabus or not? Inform me. Class, yeah. Section A as well as B. The syllabus I have sent you there in your WhatsApp group. You inform me whether you have received it or not. Yes, Prithvi. Both the sections you have received. Yes, Kumud received. Okay. So you understood it well or not? Have you understood about the lessons we have discussed, and I have sent it there on your WhatsApp group. Okay. So these are the lessons, poems from supplementary reader as well as literature reader, and the poems which will be asked in the test. The test will be of 40 marks. First question, one of the question will be, good. Yes, one of the question will be that of true and false in nature. True and false in nature. Whether the statements are true or false. So that will be asked for how many marks? That will be asked for 5 marks. Then 10 marks questions. 10 marks questions will be fill in the blanks type. Fill in the blanks type. Okay, that will be from grammar. Okay, then one long question will be there from writing section. So from writing section, anything from this, writing a letter, notice, message, story, any one from these will be asked. Okay, and in grammar, prepositions, modals. Okay, and your this grammar given in the textbook, that also add, children. You add it, grammar given in the textbook. Okay, grammar given in the textbook also you add. That there are certain questions given in the grammar, that of the textbook. Textbook exercises also, that also you write. Okay, so all these questions. Then literature questions, some of the questions you have to answer in 20 to 30 words. Literature questions, some of the questions you have to answer in 20 to 30 words. Some of the questions you have to answer in 40 to 50 words. 40 to 50 words. Okay, so likewise it will be asked. I hope you have understood. If you have understood, questions are there. Questions are there. 5 questions will be asked for 30 to 40 words, and then 40 to 50 words. 2 questions, 3 questions will be asked. So likewise questions will be there, and okay, fill in the blanks type questions that I have written for grammar questions, where I have written fill in the blanks type question, that is for grammar type question. Grammar questions will be like that. Okay, literature questions you have to write your answer. You have to write your answers in 30 to 40 words or 40 to 50 words. 5 questions will be there which you have to answer for 30 to 40 words. Then 2 to 3 questions will be there where you have to answer for 40 to 50 words. Then this writing section question you have to answer in 1. Okay, so likewise you have to do. What I have said, that first question will be of true and false nature, 5 marks. Second question will be of fill in the blanks, 5 marks. Third question will be of fill in the blanks, 5 marks. Okay, then fourth question, answer the following questions. Answer the following questions in 30 to 40 words. Okay, so 5 to 6 questions will be there. Then answer the following questions in 40 to 50 words. 2 to 3 questions will be like that. Okay, and then one question that to answer in 100 to 120 words of 6 to 7 marks. Okay, that is for your writing section. So I hope you have understood. I hope you have understood this. All of you understood or not? And these IDs such as Gaming Adda, this must be with your name. It should be your name, children, rather than with such kind of names, Gaming Adda. It should not. Who is this child? Beta, it should be your name. Anna? So then, which poem we were discussing? We were discussing the poem Vocation. Okay. Now children, open your textbook at page number 108. Open your textbook at page number 108. On your way to school or market, you see many people at work. On your way to school and market, you see many people at work. In pairs, discuss what you have noticed. Okay. Then read this poem. You may read it aloud with a partner. So this poem already we discussed yesterday. I hope you have understood. When the gong sounds 10 in the morning. Gong means a round heavy bell. Gong means a round heavy bell. around heavy bell. Okay, land, streets, then hopper, hopper, this is vendor, then crystal, glass, then how you write the word meanings, children? Write the word meanings. Okay, so vocation and occupation, then state, a tool to dig, cast work, backed, feel very, hot, then lonely, deserted, giant, monster, swings, moves, and chasing. Chasing means going after. So all the word meanings I have written, children. All the word meanings I have written. First is it is gong means around heavy, around heavy. Yeah, I'm sending it there in your group. Six B I have already sent and 6A I am sending. Yeah, I have sent it to your group. Yeah, I have sent it to your group. So first of all, gong means around heavy bell, then land, street, copper, crystal, glass, vocation, and occupation, actual to dig, task, work, back, feel very hot, lonely, deserted, giant, monster, strings, moves, chasing, going after. Okay, so these are the word meanings. Once again, I am repeating: gong, around heavy bed, land, street, copper, vendor, crystal, glass, vocation and occupation, spade, a tool, task, work, bed, feel very hot, lonely, deserted, giant, monster means very big, move, chasing, going after. Okay. So now once again I will repeat the poem. Okay, so that you can understand it, and then we will discuss the question answers. Okay, children. So when the gong sounds 10 in the morning, and I walk to school by our lane. I walk to school by our street. I meet the hawker, the vendor I meet. And what the vendor used to cry, he used to cry bangles, crystal bangles, bangles, glass bangles. There is nothing to hurry him on. For the hawker, there is nothing to hurry on. There is no road he must take, and for him, there is no particular road he should take, no place he must go to. There is no particular place for him he should go. No time when he must come home. There is no particular time when he must come home. I wish I were a hawker. I wish. अभी नहीं हो रही नहीं. What do you mean? Yes, Devans, what you want to write? Devans, what you want to write? Okay, so he wanted what? The child wanted to be a hawker. Why he want? Last line chasing. Giant monster swings more chasing going after. Ritesh, it is giant monster swings more chasing going after. And Ritesh, I have sent it there in your group. You can see it. So the child wanted to be a hawker. Why the child wanted to be a hawker? Because when he goes into the school in the morning, opposing हो रही है. That I don't think from my end it's working perfectly. My side there is no problem. Okay. So in the morning when the child goes to the school, at that time he sees a hawker, and what he sees there, the hawker is going from street to street and he is crying bangles, crystal bangles. I wish I were a hawker. The child wanted to be a hawker. Why the child wanted to be a hawker? Because the hawker is free. The hawker is free to go wherever he go to. At the particular time he has to come back to his home, but for the hawker there is no such schedule, and therefore he wanted to be a hawker. Then there is not when at 4 in the afternoon I come back from the school. Then the child is describing what he see at the time when he returned back from school. He returned back from school at what time? At 4 o'clock. And when he returned back from school at 4 o'clock, he sees, I can see through the gate of that house, the gardener digging the ground. Okay, so he sees the gardener, and what the gardener is doing, he is digging the ground. He does what he likes with his spade, the digging tool. He soils his clothes with dust. He soils his clothes, means he put dust there on his clothes. Nobody takes him to task. Nobody say anything to him. When he put the soil there on his clothes, if he gets back in the sun or gets wet, nobody is there to tell him, come, you are there in the sun from last many hours. Okay, you will fall sick. Nobody is going to tell him like that. I wish I were not digging away at the garden. So what he wanted to be? He wanted to be a gardener and digging the soil with nobody to stop me from digging, because nobody is stopping him from digging. So he wanted to be a gardener. Why he wanted to be a gardener? Because at 4 o'clock, when he returns back from school, at that time he sees that the gardener remains there in the garden. He is digging the soil. He is putting the soil there on his clothes, and he can remain there. In the garden as long as he wants. Nobody is there to tell him that you will be back. Don't remain there. Come inside. Okay. So the gardener is free to do what he wants. and that's why he wanted to be a gardener. Then at his own way, yes, Abhinav, correct. Then just as it gets dark in the evening, then it is given that as it gets dark in the evening, as it is the evening time, what happens there? At the evening time, what happens? Just as it gets dark in the evening, and my mother sends me to bed, at that time I can see through my open window. The child goes there at the window, and through the window, the child looks what? The child sees that a watchman is walking there in the street. Who is walking there in the street? A watchman is there. A watchman is there in the street. The lane is dark and lonely. At that time, the street remains lonely. It remains deserted. No one remains there in the street. And the street lamp stands like a giant with one red eye in its head. And the street light looks like a giant. The street light looks like a giant with one red eye in its head. The watchman swings his lantern and walks with his shadow. The watchman swings his lantern and walks with his shadow at his side, and never once goes to bed in his life. He never goes to his bed in his life. I wish I were a watchman. So he wanted to be a watchman, walking the street all night. Why he wanted to be a watchman? Because the watchman is free to walk in the street the entire night, but he is not free to do that. He is not free to do that because his mother asked him to sleep at the right time so that he could get up early in the morning. I wish I were a watchman walking the street all night, chasing the shadows with my lantern. So he wanted to be what? He wanted to be a watchman. And at evening time, when it gets dark, at that time he is looking out of the window, and what he sees there, a watchman. And the watchman is carrying what? He is carrying a lantern. Okay. And entire night, throughout the night, he remains there in the street. So what the child wanted to be, he wanted to be a gardener, because he also, like the gardener, wanted to be there in the street, roam there in the street for the entire night. Okay, so this is the lesson, children. This is the lesson. Note there, sir. Video is pausing. Okay, Prithvi is also saying this. No pausing. Check your internet connection. Azram. Then Abhinav, he wants to be. Abhinav is responding. Prithvi is also providing answer. Nirav, he wants to be like watchman, walking the street all night without any restrictions, chasing his shadow. Correct, Nirav. Prithvi, he wants to be like watchman, walking the street. Correct. Abhinav, he wants to be like watchman, walking the streets all night. Okay, correct. So somewhere it is pausing, somewhere it's not. So where it is pausing, I think that the problem remains with your own internet connection. Okay. It means some problem is there with your internet connection. Okay. Then working with the point. Now, I hope you have understood the point. So the child wanted to be a hawker. The child wanted to be a gardener. The child wanted to be a watchman. These are three things what the child wanted to be. Then when the child sees the hawker, when he goes to the school, when he sees the gardener at 4 o'clock, when he returns from the school, and when he sees the watchman at the evening time, when it gets dark, when he is going to sleep, at that time he looks through the window. Then what he feels when he sees the hawker, that the hawker is not having any particular schedule to follow. He is crying bangles, crystal bangles, and he can go to any lane, any street. So he wanted to have a life like hawker, because his life is not like that. He has to go to the school at a particular time. He has to come back at a particular time. He has to attend the classes at the particular time. But the hawker is free to go to any street, free to go for his job at any time and can return back at any time. Then when he returns back, he sees the gardener. The gardener is there in the garden and he is digging the soil, he is putting the soil there on his clothes and he remains there in the sun for a long time. But the child is not free to do this. At night, when he is going to sleep, he looks through the window and he sees whom? He sees a watchman. What the watchman is doing? He is walking there in the street. A lantern is there in his hand and he is chasing his own shadow. The child wanted to be like a watchman where he could roam throughout the night there in the street. But he has to follow a particular schedule. His mother asked him to sleep at the right time so that he could go. All of you have understood now? Now the question answers. Question answers. So working with the poem, children, first, who is the speaker in the poem? 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 The speaker is a school-going child. A school-going child is the speaker in the poem. Who is the speaker in the poem? Is the speaker. So you write it like this: a school-going child or the poet is the speaker. A school-going child or poet is the speaker there in the poem. Okay. Then who are the people the speaker meets? Who are the people the speaker meets? Who are the people the speaker meets? Yes, children. Who are the people? Who are the people the speaker meets? Who are the people the speaker meets? Write all together: hawker, gardener, and watchman. Hawker, gardener, and watchman. Who are the people? Hawker. He meets hawker, gardener, and a watchman. He meets a hawker, gardener, and watchman. He meets a hawker, gardener, and watchman. Okay, the three people he meets are hawker, gardener, and watchman. Okay, children. Then the next is, what are they doing? What they are doing? The hawker is selling bangles there in the streets. The hawker is selling bangles there in the streets. He has no particular route to follow. The gardener is digging soil there in the garden and putting the soil there on his clothes. The watchman is there in the street. He is having a lantern in his hand and he is moving there in the street at night with a lantern in his hand and chasing his own shadow. Yeah, Raman. Hawker is selling bangles in the street. Gardener is doing gardening, and the watchman, he is moving there in the street with a lantern in his hand, chasing his own shadow. Yeah. Yes. So Abhinav, hawker selling bangles in the street, gardener digging the ground, watchman moving with lantern in the street. Correct. Then yes, Raman, gardener is digging the soil. Okay. Then Nirav, what you have written? Raman, hawker is selling bangles. Good. Then Raman, hawker, watchman, gardener for the earlier. So this you understood, children. Then question number second. Question number second. What wishes does the child in the poem make? What wishes? What wishes? What wishes does the child in the poem make? Why does the child want to be a hawker, a gardener, or a watchman? What wishes does the child make? The child wanted to be a hawker, a gardener, and a watchman. What wishes the child What wishes does the child in the poem make? Yes, write the answer. Write the answer, children. This is, I think, Utkarsh Agarwal. Hawker selling bangles in the street. You have to write. You have written greed. Gardener digging the soil. Yeah, okay. So, what wishes the child in the poem make? What wishes does the child in the poem make? The child has a wish to be a hawker, a gardener, and a watchman. The child wishes to be a hawker, a gardener, and a watchman. So what you have to write? The child wishes to be a gardener, a hawker, and a watchman. You understood, children? To become hawker, watchman, gardener. Yes, Raman, correct. He wants to be a gardener, hawker, watchman. Correct, Prithvi. He wanted to enjoy freedom like them. He was fed up with all restrictions on him. Abhinav, correct. So why he wanted to be like them? Why does the child want to be a hawker, a gardener, and a watchman? Because they are free to do what they want. Because they are free to do what they want. They are not having any restrictions on them. On the other hand, the child is not free to do what he wants, and he is having restrictions. So, you understood it? They have no schedule to follow. Yeah. They are free to do what they want. Okay. Then from the way the child envies the hawker, the gardener, and the watchman, we can guess that. Question number second, pick out the lines in each stanza which tell us this. So you have to pick the lines which tells you that the child wanted to be a hawker, a gardener, and a watchman. Those lines you have to write, children. All those lines you have to write. Then from the way the child envies the hawker, the gardener, and the watchman, we can guess that there are many things the child has to do or must not to do. From this point that the child wanted to be a hawker, a gardener, and a watchman, we understand that there are many things the child has to do. Many things are there the child has to do, and many things are there. You tell me, what are the things which the child has to do, which are a must for him to do, and what are the things the child must not do? Child must come home at time. Yes, very much correct, Abhinav. The child must come home at time, because all the people have a freedom to do anything, like go home at any time, and the gardener digging the soil in any time, the watchman wander in the street all night. Yes, correct. But the child is not free to do. This is for the earlier question. So the child must not go to bed early. Yes, Kumud, very much correct. The child in the morning the next day. Child must not get his clothes dirty. Yes, otherwise the mother will say that why you have made your clothes dirty. Raman, correct. Then child must come home at time. Yes, correct. Azram, go to bed early. Correct. Avinav, child must go to sleep on time. Yes, correct. Do homework. Yes, Kumud, correct. The child has to do his homework in time. Okay. Clothes get dirty in the dust. That should not be done by him. You write your name, beta. What? Then walk on dark and lonely. He wanted to walk. He has to. The child must go to the school at the right time. The child must come to home at the right time. Okay. Then the child must go to bed at the particular time. Then the child, yes, yeah. Then the child must not make his clothes dirty. Then what are must? Okay, he must not make his clothes dirty. He must not come late. Okay, so he must not eat fast food. He must not be ill-mannered. All these. So I hope you have understood this. Children, you have understood this or not? Ritesh, the child must not make his clothes dirty. Yes, correct. Naitik, walk on dark and lonely street. He must not walk in the street at night. He must not get back in the sun or get wet. Yes, correct. So all of you have understood this, children. All of you have understood this or not? Yes, you have understood. So this will come there in exam. You do this. The point is going to come there in the exam. You do the homework. Do its homework, children. Okay? Do the work there in your notebook. Then now add to the list your own complaints about the things you have to do or must not. Now, children, the next part of the question is that add to this list your own list of complaints. What your list of complaints is. What complaints you are having. What complaints you are having. What you must have to do. What are the things you must not do. Are you having any such restrictions as the child is having? Yes. Raman, the same restrictions. Okay. Are you having any restrictions as the child is having? Do you have the same feeling as the child is having? Do you have the same feeling as the child is having? Cannot play late in the evening. Okay. Yes, correct. So, you don't have any restrictions. Pramod, you have to attend the class at a particular time throughout the day. Similar, a little bit such kind of restrictions you are having. So, from child's point of view, he thinks that he restrictions. Then the next is like the child in the poem, you perhaps have your own wishes for yourself. Talk to your friend using I wish I were. So what you wish you were? Yes, children, you tell me. Like as the child is having his wishes like that, are you having any your own wish? What you want to? I wish I were. Yeah, what are your wishes, children? What you want to be? Yeah, provide me your response. What you want to be? What are your wishes? You also went, yes, I wish I were a doctor. Okay. Then what about others? What you want to be? What you want to be? As the child wishes to be, I wish I were a pilot. Yes, good. What about others? I wish I were an engineer. An engineer, A, N, and there where you have to use Ritesh. Before engineer, what will come? I wish I were an engineer. Okay. I wish I were a doctor. Tapesh. I want to be a scientist. Komod. Good. I wish I were an engineer. Raman. I wish I were a scientist. Devans. Okay. So all these good professions you want. Good children. Find out different kinds of work done by people in your neighborhood. Make different cards for different kinds of work. You can make the cards colorful with pictures of persons doing the work. What are the different professions you find around you, children? Chetan, I will become a IPS officer. Good. I wish I were a scientist. Okay. So, what are the different professions? Sometime pausing maybe, but from my end it's working properly. Rocket scientist. Okay. So now you tell me, what are the different professions you find there around you? What are the different professions? What are the different professions you find around you? What are the different activities the child is? What you have written? So, architect, Naitik architect. Architect, I want to be an architect. What that you wanted to write, I think. Abhinav Kaka teaching, okay, nursing. Oh, yeah, correct. Yeah. Yes, Abhinav, you are providing answer. Teaching profession you see around you, nursing profession, doctors, you see engineers, you see we are there in a scientific department. Okay. So engineers, doctors, scientists, nursing professionals, okay, all these professions. Then shopkeepers, yeah, so all these professions you see around you. Okay, all that you have to. So, children, I hope you have understood the poem. Do the exercise questions there in your notebook. All the questions you have to do there in your notebook. Okay, and prepare well for exam. The next we will start is either desert animals, or we will start what happened to the reptiles. What happened to the reptiles? Okay, so we will, in the next class, we will discuss what happened to the reptiles. What happened to the reptiles? I wish I were an army doctor. Okay, so for that, Armed Forces Medical College, Pune, you have to take admission, AFMC. So, children, I hope you have understood about the syllabus. Note down the syllabus, okay, and start doing preparation, okay, and score good marks there in exam. On the same link, children, science class will be taken. Okay, so if you want to take a break of 10 to 10 minutes, you can. At the time of science class, you have to come back. Okay, and Sunil sir will take class there on the same. So you come with your science textbook, and no fresh link will be sent. In the same link, the science class will be continued. Okay, so here this class comes to an end, children. English class comes to an end.
Good afternoon, children. Are you there? Hurry up, join soon so that we can start science class. Hurry up. Good afternoon, Azram. So, how are you all? Are you studying, children? So today, what do you want to do? Can you write the chapters that will be coming in your online test? I have shared the chapters for online test. So please tell me the names of the chapters which will be coming in your online test. In the morning I have shared you the number of chapters. What are the chapters for online test? Tell me. Once again, I am writing the names of the chapters and number of chapters and the syllabus for online test. Please note down if you have any doubt of any kind. I am giving once again the names of those chapters. And then today we will discuss, we will revise the chapters. Okay? We will take a quiz today as a kind of practice. Okay? Question and answers. Okay? Syllabus for online test. Online test. Chapter number 10. Motion and measurement of distances, chapter 10. Motion and measurement of distances. Motion and measurement of distances. What is the name of the chapter 11? Chapter number 11. Light, shadows and reflections. Light, shadows and reflections. Light, shadows and reflections. Chapter number 12. Chapter number 12. Electricity and circuits. Electricity and circuits. Electricity and circuits. Chapter number 13. What is the name of the chapter? Fun with magnets. Okay. These are the 4 chapters. Fun with magnets. Okay. Fun with magnets. These are the 4 chapters that we need to prepare. Okay. Now I want to know चैप्टर 13 पूरा नहीं हुआ है। फन विद मैग्नेट कंप्लीट नहीं हुआ। फन विद मैग्नेट is completed. Okay, that exercise you can complete on your own, no? Okay, if you want me to complete that exercise also, okay, let us start. Question number, actually that exercise is to be done by you. Question number 7. Now I will solve the exercise. That was question number 8 onwards. We will start. One with magnets exercises. Question number 7 we have done or not? Question number 7 we have done or not? Tell me. Question number 8. Now what they are asking, you are given an iron strip, how will you make it into a magnet? Go on page number 131. Go on page number 131 and read it out. 13.4, make your own magnet. There are several methods of making magnets. Let us learn the simplest one. Take a rectangular piece of iron, place it on the table. Now take a bar magnet and place one of its poles near one edge of the bar of iron. Without lifting the bar magnet, move it along the length of the iron bar till you reach the other end. Now lift the magnet and bring the pole, the same pole you started with, to the point of the iron bar from which you began. Move the magnet again along the iron bar in the same direction as you did before. Repeat this process about 30 to 40 times. Bring a pin or some iron filings near the iron bar to check whether it has become a magnet. Okay? So, let us see. Take a rectangular piece of iron. Rectangular piece of iron. Rectangular piece of iron. And place it on a table. On a table. Now take a bar magnet and place one of its poles near one of. Now take a bar magnet and place one of its poles and place one of its poles near one edge of the bar of iron. Near one edge of iron piece. Iron piece, okay? Okay. without lifting, the bar magnet, move it along the length of the iron bar, move it along the length of the iron bar, length of the iron piece till you reach the other end. Till we reach the other end. Okay? Now, get the magnet and bring the pole and bring the same pole to the same point of the iron bar, to the same point of iron piece, move the magnet, again along the iron bar, along the iron piece, same direction. Repeat this 30 to 40 times. Repeat this 30 to 40 times. And the iron piece will start behaving as a magnet. We can check by bringing iron filings near the magnetized iron piece. ठीक है? Note down the answer. Eight. नोट करो जल्दी. And also draw figure 13.11. Draw figure 13.11 on page number 131. Okay? You have to draw the figure also. Okay? Then question number 9. Hurry up. Then we will move on to question number 13. Question number 9. How is compass used to find directions? How is compass used to find directions? Let me see. Shall I rub the board now? Hurry up. Now I'm rubbing the board. We all know that a compass has a glass box and magnetic needle in it, and it has in north-south direction. Okay. So compass needle is used to find directions. It is allowed to see from at west and always it will point north-south direction. Okay. So if you know north, then south, then you can easily find out east, west also. Okay. See. Answer number 9. The compass is kept at the place where we wish to, at the place where we wish to, its needle always rests in north-south direction. Its needle always rests in north-south direction. Rests in north-south direction. Okay. So if you know north and south direction, then it is easy for you to find out east, west also. Okay. How? To identify north pole, of the magnetic needle, it is usually painted in a different color. And I showed you it was painted with red color. जो मैंने आपको मैग्नेटिक कंपास दिखाया था ना, उसमें कौन से कलर की थी? रेड कलर, रेड और ब्लैक. North. It will facing east. Okay, please note down. Once we know north and south, we can easily find out east and west directions also. Find out east and west directions also. कैसे? Suppose we are writing like this. This is north, this is south. So here it will be east and here it will be west. ठीक है? North, east, south, west. Okay? North ऊपर, south नीचे, east इधर, west इधर. Okay? ऐसे डायरेक्शन हम लोग फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं. ठीक है? Any problem? Please note down. Question 8. Question number 9. जल्दी करो. Okay. Once you make this figure, then the next, hurry up. All of you note down, all of you. Then we will attempt question number 10 also. Okay. Shall I have the board now? Shall I have the board now? Now let us see question number 10. I am going to rub the answer to this. Okay. Question number 10. आप देखो क्वेश्चन नंबर 10 में दो कॉलम दिए हैं. ओके, प्लीज ड्रॉ कॉलम 1 and कॉलम 2. मेक and column 2 of क्वेश्चन 10. जल्दी बना लो. I am also making the table columns, column और फिर हम लोग मैच करेंगे. देखो, simply this is the interaction of the poles of magnet. You all should be clear that similar poles of magnet repel each other and opposite poles attract each other. This is the only concept that you have to use in this question. Okay, children? Whatever can, that similar poles repel and dissimilar poles or opposite poles attract. This you have to keep in mind. Okay? I'm not going to write on the board. We can solve it orally here also. Column 1 and column 2. First of column 1, board gets attracted towards the magnet. let us see which we can match it with. Board is fitted to the magnet with north pole towards its head. Is fitted to the magnet with south pole towards its head. Board has a small magnet fixed along its length. Board is made of magnetic material. Board is made up of non-magnetic. Board gets attracted towards the magnet. तो इसका आंसर क्या होगा? Board is made up of magnetic material. If some material is getting attracted towards the magnet, it is made up of magnetic material. Okay, so very good. So first column 1 में this is column 1 suppose and this is column 2. तो फर्स्ट का फोर्थ में मैच करना है, ठीक है, फर्स्ट का फोर्थ में मैच करना है, ठीक है, क्लियर। देन सेकंड वाला देखो, सेकंड वाला क्या है? बोर्ड इज नॉट अफेक्टेड बाय द मैग्नेट। इफ बोर्ड इज नॉट अफेक्टेड बाय द मैग्नेट दैट मींस इट इज बीइंग मेड अप ऑफ नॉन मैग्नेटिक मटेरियल। तो ये 5 उनका 5 है, ठीक है ना। अगर बोर्ड इज नॉट अफेक्टेड बाय ए मैग्नेट दैट मींस इट इज नॉट मेड अप ऑफ मैग्नेटिक मटेरियल और इट इज मेड अप ऑफ नॉन मैग्नेटिक मटेरियल। थर्ड वन, बोर्ड मूव्स टुवर्ड्स द मैग्नेट if north pole of the magnet is brought near its head। तो नॉर्थ पोल अगर उसके उस पे है और वो अट्रैक्ट कर रहा है, यानी बोर्ड इज फिटेड टू द मैग्नेट विद साउथ पोल टुवर्ड्स इट्स हेड। सेकंड आ जाएगा, क्या आ जाएगा? सेकंड। थर्ड का क्या आ जाएगा? सेकंड आ जाएगा, सेकंड। ओके, देन बोर्ड moves away from the magnet when north pole is brought near its head। Then board is fitted to the magnet with north pole towards its head। ये फर्स्ट आ जाएगा। फोर्थ का क्या जाएगा? फर्स्ट। रिपल्सन होगा ना, नॉर्थ पोल में क्या होगा? रिपल्सन होगा। Then the last one, board floats without changing its direction। board floats without changing its direction। बोर्ड has a small magnet fixed along its length। तो ये थर्ड हो गया, ये थर्ड। ओके, सो हाँ देखो, वेरी गुड। फर्स्ट का 4, सेकंड का 5, थर्ड का 2, फोर्थ का 1 और फिफ्थ का 3। वेरी गुड विवेक महाजन, वेल डन। विवेक महाजन हैज डन इट वेरी करेक्टली, वेरी गुड, वेल डन, वेल डन, very good Vivek, very good। So with this we have completed the work, this exercise of this chapter। Now Azram, is the exercise complete? Now Azram, now 13th chapter is complete or not? Azram, now okay student, note it down, note the answer, very good। So you will prepare for the exam, okay। In the meantime, whenever we will be coming for the class, we will take questions as a part of revision, okay children। So thank you and have a nice day for now, okay। Do you want to ask any question? You can ask. If you want to ask, any question? Please ask. If you want to ask any question, you can ask, please. Tell me. You ask any question? Okay, I will be asking some questions now. Convert 150 meter या 150 kilometer into meter. Solve this question. Figure 13.9 is nothing but it's a freely suspended magnet. When a magnet is freely suspended, it always points in north-south direction. Okay? Very good. How do you do? 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. 1000 meter. So 150 kilometer is equal to 150 into 1000 meter. 1000 meter will be 150,000 meter. Okay, 1,50,000 meter. 1,50,000 meter. Array chapters I have already written now. Chetan Kumar, Chetan Kumar, do you know? Don't you know the chapters? In the beginning of the class I have told you. In the beginning of the class I have told you, no? Chapter 10, 11, 12 and 13. Again and again you are asking. Okay, then next question. Convert 1,0,0,0 millimeter into centimeter. 10,000 millimeter into centimeter. Convert करो. Convert. We all know that 1 millimeter is equal to, 1 centimeter. 1 centimeter. 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter, isn't it? So 10,000 millimeter is equal to 10. That means 1,000 centimeter. 10,000 millimeter is equal to 1,000 centimeter. Clear? Why this is the confusion? Sharad Agarwal, what are you asking? Sharad, what are you asking, beta? You just tell me what is your problem. Why this is the confusion, sir? Which confusion? What confusion you are talking about? Okay. So these are the questions that you have to do. Okay. Tell me what confusion, Utkarsh. Utkarsh, what are you talking about? What confusion you are talking about? Talking about. नहीं बेटा, okay, now Utkarsh, now is it clear? अब clear है बेटा? Now you have no confusion? Okay now. So you practice these questions at home. So now I'm ending up this session. Thank you and have a nice day. Okay, children? Okay, if you have any doubts, we will discuss in the next class. Okay, children? So thank you and have a nice day for now.